Stop chasing girls. Let women come to you. So I always get this question on how to attract higher quality women. The truth is that when it comes to higher quality women, you're not going to get them by chasing them all the time. One of the things that I think a lot of guys need to understand is that the main thing that you have to work on is yourself. You have to build yourself first. You have to get to a point where you can attract higher quality women. Something that we always talk about, your muscles, game, frame, and money is all on point, then girls are just going to naturally be attracted to you. Now, that's not to say to not work on your game, not work on you going up to approach, pretty girls that you're interested in. That's nothing to do with that. The main point on this is that you have to constantly be working on yourself. If you're a guy that doesn't have his shit together, he's not working on his money, he's not working on his muscles, his frame, he's not working on himself. Even if you go out and ask girls, talk to girls and try to get their number, you might get like a couple numbers here and there, but the retention part is where you're going to suffer because you don't have the necessary attributes to retain the girl. You might get a date, you might get to first base, you might even smash or something, you might even go all the way, but you might not retain her in the long term, right? You want to work on everything so you can have everything on point. If you do find a girl that you're interested in, if she's a high quality girl that you like and that you're interested in, you have everything on point, and you're in a position where you can make the decision where, okay, this is the girl that I like, I have everything on my end covered, I want to make this girl my girlfriend, potentially get into a long-term relationship, maybe even make her your wife down the line. But you have those options, right? You come from an abundance mindset. You come from a place where you're just solid. You have everything on point. Everything is checked off. And if you do want to make that decision, you can go ahead and do it. Or if you want to keep playing the field, you want to keep having a rotation, spinning plates, doing your thing, that's another thing that you can do as well. You have your shit together as opposed to when you don't have your shit together. It's a different mindset, right? I wouldn't tell the guy that does not have his shit together to be focusing too much on game. He needs to be focused on building his body, building muscle, getting a career that will pay him well, try to get into the higher pay bracket, and also working on his frame, working on other things. Game is something that I will leave off a little bit longer down the road. And for the guy that does have his shit together, he can start working on developing more his game because he already has everything checked off. So he can start, asking girls, taking them out on dates, playing the field, taking for drinks. He can actually do that from a stronger foundation. Right now I'm in Mexico. That's why I'm wearing my sombrero. And there's a great quote that I've heard here multiple times, and this is by this poet. Let me go ahead and pull it up, Mario Quintana. And in Spanish, it says, I'll translate. I'll say it both in Spanish and English. But in Spanish, to start, credit to the author since he did write this in Spanish. He says, El secreto es no correr detrás de las mariposas, es cuidar el jardín para que ellas vengan a ti. A final de cuentas, vas a encontrar no quien estabas buscando, sino a quien te estaba buscando a ti. So a quick translation for that is, he's saying here that the secret is not to run after the butterflies. It is to take care of the garden so that they come to you. In the end, you will find not who you were looking for, but who was looking for you. So if he's basically just saying that if you work on yourself, you're the garden. If you keep working on yourself, again, muscles, game, frame, money, you're elevating that, you're working on that daily, and you're trying to get it to that next level, then eventually girls or the butterflies will eventually come to your garden because they're looking for a guy like you. That's the kind of guy that they're trying to attract. So this is the best way to play it as a man. You want to make sure that you're elevating yourself, bringing in some stoicism, and just focusing on things that you can control, lifting, your education, keep elevating yourself, and then the girls are just gonna start being more attracted to you. And the more that you elevate yourself, the higher quality women are going to be attracted to you. Because you could also play it the other way around, where you can be the gardener, but you start chasing butterflies. One, if you think about that analogy, when you start chasing butterflies, they just go everywhere. So you might capture one every now and then, but it's not the same as opposed to when you have a garden and the butterflies come to you. It's just a different dynamic there. You come from a mindset of abundance as opposed to a scarcity mindset where you're always chasing girls. That's not the best strategy. You're gonna spend a lot of time, you're gonna spend a lot of energy, attention, time, money trying to capture like 1 or 2 butterflies when you can be working on yourself and the butterflies are just gonna come to you. It takes time, man. Like building, if you think about building a garden, building everything that's necessary to build that garden, the garden being yourself, it takes time. So you just have to have a lot of patience, but you still have to be consistent and working towards that goal. Chasing just never works out. When you start chasing butterflies, you're not operating at your full capacity as a man because you're over here chasing every pretty butterfly that you see. So it's a great analogy. I really like this quote by this poet. Stop acting needy, stop acting insecure and chasing all these butterflies. Start working on yourself, focus on yourself. And you'll come to realize that girls are just a lot more attracted to it because they start seeing that you're a guy that's taking care of his business. He's in the gym, he's in shape, he has money, he knows how to carry conversations, charismatic, looks fly, looks fresh. So this is just a better strategy when it comes to women. Contrary to a lot of people that say just be yourself and you don't have to work that hard, like that's all bullshit. You have to keep elevating yourself as a man and keep working hard. When it comes to masculinity and becoming the best version of yourself as a man, it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of perseverance, persistence, charisma. You have to have everything on point and it takes time. It's not something that just, you're 21 and you automatically have it. Every level you need to elevate to some extent, so you always have to be working on everything at the same time. So at the end of the day, guys, if you want to attract higher quality women, don't chase, attract. If you made this far into the video, go ahead and give us a like. Also, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay strong, stay relentless, and keep on conquering. Peace.